folks. Today we're embarking on a new adventure. As you can see here, we are driving for 14 hours and 22 minutes. And it's 3 in the morning. And where are we going? To pick up our new Casita Travel trailer. So stay tuned for the adventure. Good morning. Today's the next day. And it didn't take 14 hours, it took 16, but that's including we had to stop for gas, we had to stop to eat. So it was a 16-hour trip. We stayed at a Comfort Inn, which was very nice. And right now we're pulling up to the Casita warehouse to pick up the new Casita. They won't let me record in the inside because they had issues in the past with people recording, but I'll be able to at least get the outside, and they said they'll let me do the walkthrough of the travel trailer. You can see right here on the right, Casita Travel trailers. Oh look, they have a bunch of them outside. And here we are. I guess we'll find out which one is ours. Here's the dealer. Here's a quick look on the inside before we do the orientation. The stove, sink.
Alrighty, so refrigerator, okay, so that basically means you'll be able to use this off 3 different sources, okay? So right now we are plugged into an outlet outside, so that means we're using this off of AC, okay? And of course you also have gas for whenever you guys are boondocking. And then your DC is the only one that you'll have to manually switch to mode to, okay? So pressing down on the DC basically means that it's going to be running off of your 12-volt system, so off of the battery. So you're all pressing down on the DC and hitting your auto, that's going to go automatically to AC for you, okay? So your auto feature will either go to AC or gas on its own, okay? You just got to make sure that that auto light is on, and if you're already plugged in, it's going to automatically go to AC, okay? If you want to go to gas, then you would automatically go to gas on its own, okay? There's no kind of ignition, any pilot lights or anything like that. It's all electrical, okay?
So now, we have a travel trailer, and I know those fridges are a pain to warm up. You got to do it like 24 hours before?
Yeah.
Same thing?
Same thing, yeah.
And it's better to do it on propane?
So with this one, I haven't really heard a whole lot of things about it getting warmer or quicker on propane. It's, if anything, if you could do short power, it'd be better.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. And of course, you also have yourself the temperatures 1 through 5, 5 being the coldest. Just toggle your through it. Okay. Alrighty. For the refrigerator to open up, you have to slide this little thing up. Okay. First thing that gets cold is going to be your freezer. Once that gets to a good temperature, you're going to get the rest of the refrigerator cold for you guys. Okay. Any questions on that?
No.
Right above here, you have the extra space, right? You still have the microwave vents and then the outlet right there. So if you guys want to, you can put in a microwave. Okay. And then right in here, you also have yourself the extra storage, right? And you can see it does come with a Bible. Okay. Where are you guys coming from again? Florida?
Florida.
Okay.
Ocala, Florida.
And of course, also you have yourself the awning crate. Okay. And then you also have what we call the center raft foot. When we're out there with the awning, I'll point out where that goes.
Okay.
Stuff, okay. In between that, you're gonna have yourself the smoke detector. It's gonna be like at home, right? You're just gonna have to replace this thing occasionally, alright? Okay. Right down over here is gonna be your battery. I'm sorry, not your battery. This is gonna be your water pump. No, you're good. Your water pump, okay? Okay. This is just gonna be for whenever you guys are boondocking, okay? If you guys are hooked up to a campground's water source, don't bother with turning this thing on. You can just leave it off. Okay. It's a glow switch, so you know when it's on, when it's off. Alrighty? Okay. With the digital thermostat, you're going to be controlling your AC unit and then also the furnace. Okay. If your AC unit does have a heating strip on there as well, you have to control it through here again. Okay. So, whenever you tap on the center button and tap on it again, you see how your cool is blinking? Yeah. That means that you're controlling your modes right now. So then you spin the wheel to switch the modes. So you see how in there how it says electric heat? Mm-hmm. Spin it again, you have gas heat. And then you obviously have an off, and if you guys want to have the fan on without a compressor being on, you can do that as well. Okay, off, low, high. Okay, and then you can shut it off completely. Now let's go back to our cool settings. With your fan speeds, you have like 4 different settings. You have your auto speed, so that's your auto high, auto low, and then your regular high and regular low. So whenever it says auto on there, that basically means you're going to regulate the temperature in here, okay? So depending on what temperature you have it set to, it's going to be coming on and off to that temperature. Like at home, right? Okay. If you guys want to change the temperature, you just simply spin on the wheel, okay? And you see over there that you change the temperatures, okay? Alrighty. Now, with the heating strip on your AC unit, it isn't really all that popular because a lot of people don't like how long it takes for it to actually warm up in here. Okay. It is electrical. Compared to your furnace, it's obviously going to take a little bit longer, right? Okay. With the heating strip, it's only limited to how far up you can go as well. So you can't crank that thing up all the way to 80 and expect it to come on, okay? If you do that, it will actually kick on your furnace first, and then it will regulate off the heating strip, okay? So you want to go 3 increments up at a time. So if you're at a 60, it's going to get to that temperature, and it's going to come on and off to that temperature, okay? So we'll try to regulate the temperature to 60. If you want to get any warmer, you go to 63. From a 63, then you go to 66, so on and so on and so on. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. Alrighty. With the furnace, because it's brand new, it's still going to come off with that strong odor, okay? So that basically means you want to go ahead and turn this thing on for a good, like, 2-3 hours, right? Okay? And let that odor just ventilate out the camper, okay? Alrighty. Any questions on the heating strip or the furnace or anything like that?
No. Well, it does have a filter?
The 2 filters are right here. So you can just pop these little caps off, right? And then you're just going to either blow them out, wash them out, whatever it may be.
Okay.
Alrighty. Let me go ahead and hook up a propane tank, and I'll show you the stove a little better, okay?
Okay.
Give me a second, I'll be right back.
So does the MaxxFan work?
Oh, yeah, let me go and show you guys the MaxxFan real quickly. Yeah. The MaxxFan, whenever you guys go to turn it on, it should just open up on its own, okay? Now, you can either have air exhausting out or air coming in like a regular fan. Doesn't matter, okay? Now, whenever you hit your in and out button right here, you'll see that fan stop for a brief second, and it's going to spin the other way around, and you'll actually have air coming in now, like a regular fan, okay? So, if you want to increase the speed, you have your plus button right here that's going to increase your speed, right? Minus button is going to be decreasing the speed, obviously, right? And of course, you have your auto button right there. So your auto button is going to regulate the temperature in here. It has already a set temperature to 78, okay? This thing will come with a remote controller. I'll show you here in a bit when we're done with this, where it's at, okay? On the manuals for this thing, it's going to show you how you can adjust that temperature to a lower temperature if you wanted to, okay? Other than that, a lot of people usually like to either have it on or off. Whenever you go to turn it off, though, it goes on its own as well. Okay. In here, in this cabinet, you're going to have a bunch of things. You're going to have this right here. This is right here is just a PDI form. This is just basically giving you an in-depth checklist of what our supervisors do in the back. They check the wiring, the tail lights, the fiberglass, the cleaning, so on and so on and so on. Okay. Right in here, you're going to have yourself the manuals for the Casita, all the owner's manuals for any of the appliances in here as well, okay? You have a manual for this right here, for the MaxxFan, the AC unit, TV, so on, okay? This right here is a remote controller for the MaxxFan, okay? And then you also have a TV remote controller, okay? All right, let me go hook up a propane tank. I'll show you that real quick, okay? Let me take it up. So you just want to make sure you just go ahead and turn this thing off. All right.
Okay.
If you're stopping by to like go eat or whatever it may be, stretch out your legs. It's gonna take more than 15 minutes. Come back here and just turn. Okay. While the vehicle's off, it's still gonna be running off. So one right here, that's just a little light switch to turn on lights. It's nothing that you need to actually cook or anything like that, right? So you're gonna go ahead and push it in. Twist it to the left. You have a high and then you have a low. Okay. Same thing with this. Push it in. Twist. High. Low. Off. Yeah. No, just have a little adjustment right here. Yeah.
So the knob is just to say that it's on? That's it?
This is literally just to turn on the lights. That's all.
That's it?
Yeah, you don't necessarily need those lights on a cook.
And design.
Yeah, just for show. Really.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
sure.
it for. Okay.
Alright.
Alrighty. Your TV. So the white USB that you see over there on the top left, that's the actually plugged in for an antenna amplifier. Okay. So if you don't need the antenna amplifier, which most of the time I would just recommend to leave it plugged in, it's just going to boost the radius for the antenna. Okay. The white cap on the right hand side is going to be for your cable. Okay. So we've already got a white cord running out to the outside. All you need to do is just plug into the outside and then get yourself a little short cable to plug into the inside.
Okay.
Alrighty. the TV itself, it is a smart TV. Okay, so that means it doesn't have the DVD player back there anymore. Alrighty.
Okay.
You have HDMI ports on there that you can plug in a DVD if you wanted to. Okay. Alrighty. Now let's switch sides. I'll show you something over here. Okay. This little black box right here is going to be where all your breakers and fuses are at. Okay. So for whenever you do need to get any kind of fuses, it's all labeled right here to let you know what goes to what. Okay.
Okay.
Those fuses are pretty much, you can find them anywhere. Automotive shops like AutoZone, O'Reilly's, they're common fuses. Okay. Alrighty. For your breakers, they're all labeled as well. Okay. You really won't ever have to turn off anything in here. Okay. But other than that, your fuses, again, also, whenever one's blown, there'll be a little red light that goes next to it if fuse is blown. Okay. All right. And it's a converter in here, not an inverter. Converter. Okay. All right. Any questions on that?
No.
Right over here next to that is going to be, so your water heater, it is going to be either propane or electric. Okay. So the switches are located in 2 different spots. You never want to really turn this thing on unless you know you have water inside the heater, right? But this little switch right over here is going to be for the propane. Okay. It's a glow switch, you know when it's on, it's off. Okay. Other than that, though, just for whenever you're boondocking, you'll probably use it off gas. Whenever you're plugged in to shore power, you'll be using it electrically. Which when we're out there, I'll show you where that switch is at as well.
So electrically, I won't have to mess with that.
Yeah, electrically, this is just for propane. The electric switch is going to be outside. So if you wanted to turn on electrically, you'll have to go out there and turn it on. Okay. Alrighty. And of course, your battery disconnect key. Okay. The only reason you want to disconnect your battery is going to be for whenever you guys are storage in the camper, over storage or whatever it may be, over winter. Whatever it may be. Just go ahead and unplug that. It's going to unplug it from all its appliances in here. Okay. And it's going to just keep the battery there sitting there idleized. Okay. While you're plugged in or down the road, though, you want to make sure you have this connected because it will be charging your battery as well. Okay. Alrighty. All your lights, they do work individually. Okay. They're all LEDs, right? They're all going to work. They are going to have their own little switches in the back. Okay. With your emergency window, whenever you go to slide this right over here, you're going to be able to slide it open with the book screen as well. Okay. So it opens up that way. Now, if you actually need to use the emergency window, you're going to pop open the red handles right here. Okay. So it's attached to the camper and you push it up. Okay. Throw that in there. Then you can go ahead and push that right there. Then you go ahead and do this. Boom. And you have these little handles, those little straps right here you put through.
Okay.
Put that right here, and then you can give it a nice little tug, and there you go. Okay. Alrighty. Now inside your closet, you do have some tools that come with the camper as well. Okay. So, obviously for the bed, that table is not long enough to make up the entire bed space, so you're gonna have this little bed extension right here. Okay. Alrighty. Now you guys have the outside shower hose for the outside shower, right? It's gonna be like an air compressor. Okay, you just pull that back. Alrighty. You also have yourself a manual crank for the 2 stabilizers in the back. Okay. 4-way for the lug nuts. Okay. Your blowout plug. So for whenever you guys are winterizing, you'll be using this. Okay. But you guys live in Florida. If you're gonna keep this thing storage over there, you really won't have to blow it out. Okay. If you ever do have to, though, you're gonna go ahead and hook this thing up to the city water connection. Remove this cap and hook up an air compressor and open up your kitchen faucet and also your bathroom faucet. And you're just going to let that water run out until you only hear air coming out of those lines. Okay. Now you have also these little Velcro straps for the awning. Okay. So if you guys ever want to strap it down, you can. Okay. Randomly, it won't pop open on you. It's because either you didn't tuck the legs in right or some damage has been done to it where it can't close right anymore. Okay. So it's a good idea to carry these with you. Okay. And elbow for whenever you guys go to dump. I know you said you have a camper. If you have a clear one, obviously I prefer using that one instead of this gray one. Okay. Now before you guys head out of here, I have to make sure that this hitch lock is on there. Okay. So before you guys leave, I'll make sure to put this thing on here. It has 2 keys in the back already. So we're just gonna go ahead and leave this right here. You have a new wheel? Okay. The wheel that's on your camper right now, that's a shop wheel. Basically means that one stays with us. You got no one in here. Okay. Alright. Any questions about the tools in there though?
No.
No. Right up here, you have 2 buttons, okay? You have this button right here that's going to be for the light, okay? You have this inside button right here that's going to be for the exhaust fan, okay? So whenever you go to open this thing up, you still got to go ahead and grab your handle, and then you're going to grab your little black button, push it down, and push up evenly, okay? And that's going to open up the exhaust fan, okay? Push it down, turn off the fan, you're good to go, alright? And then, of course, right in here, the toilet. Whenever you want to get water in here, you're going to press the pedal down halfway. Leave it pressed down halfway, and you'll eventually start to see the water come out to the side, okay? Whenever you press the pedal all the way down, you're going to be flushing directly into the black water tank. So, with that being said, before anyone actually uses the black water tank, I would recommend go ahead and put like 2-3 gallons of water inside that, okay? And, of course, right in here, your waterproof storage, okay? This is our new marine graded door, okay? So, your important stuff in here, okay? Not such important stuff in here. This is going to be water resistant, okay? We're just about to the front of the sink, so you can put your toilet paper in there if you want to, but just know that things do get wet in there, okay? Of course, for the shower to start running, it's like a regular bathtub. You're going to go ahead and just lift up the shower head right here, okay? And then shower starts to run, okay? Alright?
Okay.
Any questions on that?
Now, how's the door with the water?
You have curtain right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shower curtain right here, okay?
This is the outside. He's gonna do a walk through the outside also. I figured I'd show you.
This right here is not a valve or anything like that, so it's not opening or closing a hole. It's just one hole, okay?
Okay.
This is just literally telling you which one you're on. That's all it does.
Oh, okay.
So whenever you're done with this one, you come out here, shut it off, switch over to the other one, turn it on, and there you go. Okay? That's why we really just recommend you do one at a time. Okay? Alrighty? Now, whenever you guys are done, I'm going to go ahead and loosen it off from the wind nut right here, okay? Remove the bar, disconnect it from the tank itself, and pull it straight out.
Okay.
Okay?
So now, what if you wanted it? I'm just asking. If you put it here, does it work on both or no?
No.
It's always one.
This is always
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
It's Kevin.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Alright, so what I'm going to do right now, before you put the cover in all the way, we're going to go ahead and grab our bungee cord, put it through the middle, okay? Drop it down all the way. Feel for the bungee cord. Bring it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this thing.
Okay.
Alright? Now we'll head on to that side. Yeah, I guess that's discussion, okay? Alright. The outside shower, right? It's gonna be like your hose inside there. Just pull this thing back, click on it, and you get jump. Yeah, behind. Oh, let me go get the keys real quick, man.
Okay.
Connection. So for whenever you guys are at your campgrounds, okay, you're gonna plug in right here, okay?
Okay.
Now I didn't see a water pressure regulator inside the box, so I'll make sure to put one in there for you guys. So you have a water pressure regulator, okay?
Okay.
Right over here. This is your dump station, right? So, whenever you guys are getting ready to dump, you're gonna do your black water first, right? Black water is strictly just the toilet. Once that's done, you're gonna go and close that off. Do your gray water. Your gray water is gonna be strictly just your signature alarm, okay? That's gonna help inside the sewer home.
Black and fresh.
Yeah,
Black and gray.
Yeah. Alrighty? Whenever you're done, you go ahead and throw this thing back up, and you're good to go.
Okay.
Black first and then gray.
Okay.
Black and gray.
Your solar port. So with this port right here, it's a ZAMP port, so that basically means that the polarity has been reversed. That's what ZAMP likes to do. Okay? So, if you don't have a ZAMP panel, you will have to get an adapter that's called an SAE adapter. Okay? And that will basically reverse the polarity back to a regular. Okay? And then the whole panel. Okay? You can find that on Amazon.
Okay.
Your tires. On the PSI, it's a little bit higher than what you're used to putting in. It's going to be at 65 on the PSI. Okay?
65. Okay.
And on the lug nuts, if you have a torque wrench, it's going to be at 110 on the port. Okay? Obviously, before you guys head out of here, I have a checklist to do, so I'll make sure that that stuff's nice and tight before you guys get out of here.
Okay.
Alrighty. Power cord hatch. The power cord is about 25 foot. Okay? The way I have you plugged in is through a 110 outlet. Okay? So, behind the adapter, there's a 30 amp. You just got to unplug the adapter and plug into a 30 amp whenever you're at your campground. Okay? Right in here is your water heater compartment. Okay? So with the water heater, whenever you go to use it at first, you always want to make sure you have water in here, right? So with this one, you have a little bleed valve right here, okay? You're just going to pull this up, and whenever you start seeing water come out through there, that's saying you have water into this teeth, okay? Once you find out that you have water in there, you can either turn on with propane on the inside or electric on the bottom left of the room, okay?
Okay.
It just depends if you're plugged in short power or not, though. Okay? Any questions on that? Oh, well, you also have yourself the anode rod right there, okay? So for whenever you want to drain out the water heater, you have to unscrew that anode, okay?
Gotcha.
So then you'll eventually start seeing the water come out through there, right? And then, of course, that anode usually lasts about a year or so as well, okay? So if you see it all corroded pretty badly, we'll recommend go ahead and replace it, okay? We use magnesium here,
Okay.
alrighty? That's something that you can order through us, or you can just get it like at a candy store or something like that, okay? And of course, you also have yourself the battery compartment, okay? Now, it looks like you have the wet cycle battery, okay? So occasionally you will have to pull this thing out and make sure that those cells are wet, okay?
Okay.
The way you do that is you're going to have to undo the two bolts completely, and you have enough wire to put it on the floor and actually work on it if you wanted to do that, okay? Your wiring is labeled on here. Your black is your positive, the white is your negative, the green is going to be your ground, okay?
Okay.
Right back over here, license plate. Make sure to put one on there before you guys head out of here. Spare tire, in case you be the exact same that you got on right now. Okay?
So.
Freshwater tank filled. So for whenever you guys are at your campgrounds, or I'm sorry, not at your campgrounds, but for whenever you guys are boondocking, you're gonna be filling up the freshwater tank through here, okay? Alrighty. Right down over here, you have yourself the bumper cap, right? We'll put that on there here in a bit, but inside the bumper itself, you're gonna have yourself the sewer hose, okay?
Okay.
About 25 foot for whenever you're fully extended out, okay? What we're gonna do with this is we're gonna go ahead and put this back in here. Go ahead and just push this in right there. Push it in again. There you go. Okay. Alrighty. And of course, you also have yourself the drain for the freshwater tank. Okay. You unscrew that cap all the way. You know, drain it out a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just bring this with us. Right down over here, you're gonna have the freshwater tank, and of course the outside stove as well. Okay. So you have the upgraded freshwater tank. So it's gonna eat up some of your outside storage. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. Alright. Furnace exhaust. So for whenever the furnace is on, you want to stay away with these. Okay. You don't obviously don't touch them. They get hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. And of course, your 110 outlets only work whenever you're hooked up to shore power, okay? Your top and bottom vents right here are going to be for your refrigerator, okay? The top part is just going to be your coils. So, at least every 6 months or so with an air hose, just blow that stuff out, okay? Alright?
Mm-hmm.
Put that right back on there. On the bottom part, this is still the refrigerator that you were looking at, right?
Mhm.
The only thing you have to worry about right here, on the far left, there's a 110 outlet that your refrigerator is plugged into. It's just known to vibrate loose over time. So if your refrigerator isn't going on to that AC power, we want to check and see if it's plugged in.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now with your door lock, hold on, your screen door, you have this little black screen right here. You're going to slide that down. Bend and you have some real bright. Okay. Now with the door lock front, you have a code to set up. So numbers of 1 through 8. No zeros or no 9s on this password. If you have one set up already, we can go ahead and factory set it.
Okay.
It's going to be a 4-digit code. If not, we can wait towards the end.
Okay.
You guys have one made up already, or do you want to wait? Let me go get something. I'll put it in. Skinny, right? And then you have this little button down inside here. Then you're going to hold down, and it will literally start talking to you. The door lock. What was the code again? So, during the daytime, it's going to be charging, okay? At night is when you'll actually be able to come out here and turn it on. You have this little middle button right here that's going to change those light settings as well. That's your first light setting, second one, and then your third, okay?
And it's motion sensor.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Alrighty. Now, whenever you reel this thing out at first, you're going to go about maybe 3 foot or so. So that's somewhere around 3 foot, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Your legs are tucked over here on the top. You're going to go ahead and loosen. Slide it up. Tighten it. Kick your leg out. Do the same thing over here on this other side, okay? Palm down.
You know I'm recording, right?
Yeah.
It's mainly for the video, but it's really because I'm going to forget half the shit you just told me.
That's what a lot of people say. That's a lot of... And of course, you can go ahead and reel this thing out some more. Obviously, we can't extend it out all the way, right? But whenever it's extended out all the way, it's going to be about 10 foot. So it's pretty long out here, okay? Eventually, you'll start to see that this fabric right here in the middle is going to start to sag down, okay? So that's where that center raffling comes into play. It's going to be coming up right here. Start over there. Just to help support the fabric. Okay? Now you got these bottle opener looking things right here. They're not bottle openers. You could definitely use it if you wanted to. This one right. Then you go ahead and loosen it off. Put your bottom part in first, right? The bracket slides up or down. Slide it up. Slide right back down. Slide your leg up a little bit more. There you go. Okay. This is just for some short shave. Okay. Alrighty. So this is probably as far as you want to take it out. Okay. You can't fully send it out with the full 10 foot up. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, go stand up.
Oh, thank you. How long does the material normally supposed to last?
We actually haven't had any material like, or at least with old ones that go out bad like that. You know what I mean? It's not really had to replace the material unless it's like super old. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay. And you don't have to put any grease or anything? Nothing?
Alright, then what we're gonna do now is just tuck your leg in, okay? Really right back in, so about like 3 foot, okay? So that's somewhere around 3 foot, right? You're ready to go ahead and loosen it off, tighten it right back up. And, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and drop the seam all the way down to the ground, right? Got that going. We're gonna go ahead and continue to raise it up just a little bit to leave some slack up to get some slack. Sure, right here. Ready? Now, for this vehicle, it's gonna require 3 threads. Okay, so basically, whenever you go to tighten it up, you want to make sure you got 3 threads out here. Okay.
3.
Now, what we're gonna do is just a quick, easy disconnect. So we're just gonna get this nut flush with the bolt. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Once you've done that, we're gonna go on the other side and basically do the same thing, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna get this nut flush with the bolt, okay? You can see how you have 1, 2, 3 threads right there. No, got it. Get it flushed, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and unhitch from the vehicle. Ready? And we're gonna go ahead and raise this thing up a little bit. Once you've got about almost clear from the ball, we're gonna go ahead and on the other side, you have a carter pin that you're gonna pull out. You're gonna slide the pin out, and we're just gonna go ahead and take that off. There you go. Okay? And you raise the vehicle up even higher, just square off the ball. Okay. And you're good to go. Ready?
Okay.
And that's just a quick, easy disconnect, though. Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Any questions on that?
No.
No? Alright.
Sure.
We're gonna go
That's
ahead
all.
and then drop it right back down, right? Everything's reversed, so we're gonna go ahead and just drop this thing down a little bit onto the ball. Alright, we're gonna hitch up. We're gonna grab our plate. Put the bit on there, okay? Put your pin through. Grab the carter pin and put it through the holes on the other side, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Alright, go ahead and now that we're here, just might as well cross our safety chains. You always want to make sure that they're crossed, okay? Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab our hitch lock. Put it right here. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and tighten up our chains again to 3 threads back here, okay?
Okay.
One, 2, 3 right there, okay? That fourth one's sticking out a little bit, so just go back some. 1, 2, and 3 right there. Go on the other side and do the same thing. Excellent. One, 2, 3. That fourth one sitting out of these. 1, 2, 3 right there. Okay. Here's this right here. Okay. This is also right here.
After leaving Katie's closet, we drove an hour away, still in Houston area. I found this park called Houston East RV Park. Beautiful park. Quiet. If you need to stay here, this is highly recommended. Sorry I didn't record the park, but we got here late. I was tired and we just went to sleep. So, nice park. Like I said, I would stay here again.
Road.
Alright, so we left Texas this morning and drove 9 hours from Texas to
In 900 feet,
Louisiana,
stay to the right to welcome Church
Mississippi,
Road.
Alabama, and Florida. And why did we drive 9 hours straight through? Because we wanted to come to one of the best RV parks in Florida. To us anyway. We've been here before. I don't know if any one of you have been
Stay
here.
to the right to Welcome Church Road.
But Splash RV Park and Resort. Alright, we're all checked in, and here's our casita. Woohoo! Splash RV Park. For those of you that haven't been here or have not watched the other video I made, they escort you in once you check in. We're going to B15. They got propane, $4.75 a gallon. And to the left, if you need ice or water, they have the machine there. And also to the left here, you'll see the what do you call those? The coaches that you can rent. It's one of the sides we're going to be going to. This is A. To the left, I mean to the right, sorry. To the left is the bathhouse. It's not that many people here today, but geez, tonight or tomorrow we'll get packed. And the reason I know is because we were here last year for the same weekend, which is Mother's Day weekend. They have a lot of activities at this park. Nice lazy river, kids kiddie pool, tiki bar, food trucks, music. Stay tuned to the channel and I will show you everything that I can. We're gonna make a left here. And I'm gonna go ahead and park and then I will get back with you. But B25, I'm in B15. So we're actually a little further down. Let's see where we're at. Right in here. We're down in Fort Pickett, which is part of down in Pensacola. This is another place you can come and visit while you're at Splash RV Park, or if you come to Pensacola Beach. Historic Fort Pickett. Pickens, it's called Pickens.
involvement rates play out here a lot. So, and so it's just a good place to hang out. Yeah.
Go down here and see. It's just one of the rooms. Just came down here and there's tunnels on each side. Let me see if maybe I can, let me see if I got a light on this thing, cause yep, there's nothing here. Naina.